Turned the key this morning, had to drive away. These county lines keep calling, couldn't make me stay. Every radio station's playing songs of you. On familiar pavement, tears are falling through. The windshield's getting blurred, guess I need some air. Found myself turning down that old dirt lane right there. Sometimes heaven leads you down a gravel road where peace comes drifting in real slow, and faith finds you when you're all alone. These back roads know just what a heart needs to know. Down this gravel road, past the white church steeple where we used to pray, the old oak tree where cart hearts have worn away. My tires kick up memories with every storm, but somehow in this dust I don't feel so alone. There's something in these hills that sets me free, like every bump and curve was meant for me. Sometimes heaven leads you down a gravel road where peace comes drifting in real slow, and faith finds you when you're all alone. These back roads know just what a heart needs to know. Down this gravel road, looking in my rear view, I'm starting to see the broken heart that's healing is finally me. And every mile marker, every fence post sign points to something better on down the line. Sun is getting lower, painting amber skies, and I'm feeling stronger with each mile that flies. These winding roads are teaching me to bend. Sometimes getting lost helps you start again. So sometimes heaven leads you down a gravel road where peace comes drifting in real slow, and faith finds you when you're all alone. These back roads know just what a heart needs to know. Down this gravel road, down this gravel road. The porch light burning, coffee in my hand, through the windshield watching miles of empty land. Got the radio playing low, someone singing about letting go, and I'm gripping tight that wheel like somehow that makes it real. Each state line I'm crossing feels like medicine. Yesterday keeps fading, every mile heals again. Truck stop conversations with faces I won't recall, small town morning stations, static till they fall. In my mirror getting smaller, everything I thought was solid ground. Funny how a broken heart finds its way back around. Sometimes healing happens when you least expect. In between the white lines, learning to forget each state line I'm crossing feels like medicine. Yesterday keeps fading, every mile heals again, and the road keeps rolling like time won't ever end, like time won't ever end. The healing in motion, every mile heals again, every mile heals again. Every mile heals again. Across the state line at the break of day, watching my past slowly fade away. Each sign I pass tells me I'm right to leave behind that tearful night. When love ran dry, I had to roam down these roads that lead from home. And now the morning light feels clean and new. As the distance grows, my heart heals too. Every mile marks a memory, every road leads to who I'll be. Some pain you can't outrun, but moving on has just begun. Small truck, stock coffee in my hand, radio playing in this empty land. Steering wheel turns with every bend, like pages turning time to mend. Old friends call, but I drive on through. Sometimes healing means starting new. The wind and wheels sing soft and low, teaching things I need to know. But now I see the one who needs forgiving is me. Every mile marks a memory, every road leads to who I'll be. Some pain you can't outrun, but moving on has just begun. Yeah, moving on has just begun. 25 again. Coffee rings on dashboard maps. Your address written down in pen. These wheels keep spinning. Maybe that's all these lines I write to you. Stack up in my glove box, never make it through. These postcards pile up like memories to heaven now to send your way. Every state line sound crossing words I still don't know how to say. Oh, these postcards pile up like memories. Truck stop somewhere in Tennessee. Rain-soaked paper, ink runs blue. Every diner's vacancy reminds me what I couldn't do. All these lines I write to you stack up in my glove box, never make it through. These postcards pile up like memories too heavy now to send your way. Every state lines I'm crossing words I still don't know how to say. Oh, these postcards pile up like memories. La frontera del laredo, escribo bajo estrellas claras las palabras que no puedo mandar con toda mi alma. Each step another promise broke, each card another road I took, away from what we could have been, away from where I should have been. These postcards pile up like memories too heavy now to send your way. Every state lights line crossing words I still don't know how to say. Oh, these postcards pile up like memories. Your exit sign fades away. Packed a few things in the backseat tonight, and your coffee mug still sitting by the sink. These four walls keep closing in so tight. Had to move before I couldn't think. Put the key in, watch the needle rise, my heart beating like a worn-out drum. Sometimes healing comes in miles, not in minutes or in days. And a full tank of gas speaks louder than the words we couldn't say. Radio's playing some old country song, the kind we used to dance to in the rain. Virginia state line came and gone, these wheels turning like my racing brain. Small town lights in my rear view now, each one dimmer than the tears I left behind. Sometimes healing comes in miles, not in minutes or in days. And a full tank of gas speaks louder than the words we couldn't say. Found peace in empty highways, truth in passing trains. Started breathing easier with each county line I came. I came. Sun's rising on a different state, my hand steady on the wheel at last. Didn't know where I was running to, somehow found where I could last. Looking back at who I used to be, through windshield wipers, washing clean. Sometimes healing comes in miles, not in minutes or in days. And a full tank of gas speaks louder than the words we couldn't say. Speaks louder than the words, and the words we couldn't say. Another cup of coffee gone cold, map spread across the dashboard. Through Oklahoma at sunrise, radio playing soft and alone. 6 days since I've seen my front door, pictures taped to the visor, morning frost on the windshield, counting miles till the next stop. These white lines keep me moving, but my heart's standing still. Miles between who I am now and who I used to be. Small town signs in my rear view, the empty seat beside me speaks loud. Hey, phone call from Tennessee, her voice fading with the static. Bills to pay, dues to earn, letters caught in yesterday's mail. Morning rain on Interstate 40, each exit tempting me home. These white lines keep me moving, but my heart's standing still. Miles between who I am now and who I used to be. Feels like change when you're running from yourself. Sometimes moving means you're lost instead of finding your way. Old leather wallet, worn thin, her picture creased at the edges. Fresh snow in Colorado, time zone slipped through my hands. Table for one at midnight, salt and pepper memories. 18 wheels of solitude, learning what matters most. These white lines keep me moving, but my heart's standing still. Miles between who I am now and who I used to be. Every morning at 6:30, I take my coffee, watch her next. Between the tables, back and forth, with a smile worth so much more. She pours coffee with a dream in her eyes, working hard just to give her girl a better life. Yeah, she pours coffee with a dream in her eyes, and I see heaven in her sacrifice. Double shifts and worn out shoes, tips she counts when the day is through. Picture tape beside the till of her girl in a cap and gown, that's her will. She pours coffee with a dream in her eyes, working hard just to give her girl a better life. Yeah, she pours coffee with a dream in her eyes, and I see heaven in her sacrifice. My mama did the same for me, year after year so patiently. Now I see her strength again in this woman's tired hands. Today's the day her dream comes true. Her daughter's got her college due, and when she serves my usual black, the tears of joy keep rolling back. She pours coffee with a dream in her eyes, working hard just to give her girl a better life. Yeah, she pours coffee with a dream in her eyes, and I see heaven in her sacrifice. She pours coffee with a dream in her eyes. Another night behind this wooden bar, wiping counters, counting tips so far. He sits there in the corner, same old stew, been that way since winter turned to June. Some folks come to drink their blues away, but his pain runs deeper every day. Since she left, he's here most every night. Something tells me he ain't doing right. Some souls need saving after last call, when the nightly crowd is gone, just a friend to lean on when they fall. 'Cause everyone needs someone to talk to, even if it's just the man behind the bar, listens in the dark. Some souls need saving after last call. Years they shared a perfect life, to cancer, to his beautiful wife. Now photographs are all he has to show, for memories just won't let him go. Lord gets coffee black just like before. Stories start to slip out through the door, dancing in their kitchen summer nights, how she fought with all her might. Some souls need saving after last call, when the nightly crowd is gone, just a friend to lean on when they fall. 'Cause everyone needs someone to talk to, even if it's just the man behind the bar who listens in the dark. Some souls meet same after last call. He says, son, I know you got your own life to lead. I say, sir, right now, right here's where I need to be. Sometimes healing starts with just one friend who stays until the very end, let you know you're not alone when last call finally comes around. Coffee's getting cold in the cup holder again. Miles tick by like a slow-moving train. Your picture's tucked away in the sun visor, yeah, but I still see your smile when I check my mirrors. These white lines keep pulling me away from everything I thought I had to say. Sometimes I wonder if you understand why Daddy's steering wheel replaced his wedding band. Looking back ain't gonna change what's done. Rear view prayers at the setting sun. Some kinds of love just need space to breathe, even when that space is tearing me free. Every truck stop, payphones got me thinking about calling just to hear if you're sleeping. Your mama says you're growing up so fast, while I'm counting exits that I've passed. Got your crayon drawings on my dashboard still, next to all these unpaid parking bills. The radio keeps playing songs we knew back when 3 hearts beat better than 2. Looking back ain't gonna change what's done. Rear view prayers at the setting sun. Some kinds of love just need space to breathe, even when that space is tearing me free. There's grace in knowing when to walk away, when holding on just makes the hurt remain. Found peace in what I had to lose, 'cause letting go's the kind of love I choose. Looking back ain't gonna change what's done. Rear view prayers at the setting sun. Some kinds of love just need space to breathe, even when that space is setting me free. beneath the Texas stars tonight, with paper, pen, and pride to fight at this truck stop table, coffee cold, writing words I'll never let you hold. About how I miss your morning smile and all the reasons that I drove these miles. The waitress asks if I need more time. I fold this note and say I'm fine. Strike a match outside the door. Let these feelings fall to the floor, like every letter that I wrote before, from Phoenix to Baltimore. These letters won't send, but they're sending me home. Each word that I burn helps me learn to let go. Page after page of my heart on display. These letters won't send, but they're showing the way. Let it go, let it go. Just learn it how, learn it how. Montana morning breaks the dawn. Another diner, one more yawn. Pour my coffee, start to write about the ring I gave back that night. How I packed my truck at 2, couldn't bear to wake up next to you. The ink bleeds through page after page, till memories fade like morning haze. Light another match and watch as Wyoming wind catches sparks, taking pieces of my broken heart across these parking lot scars. These letters won't send, but they're sending me home. Each word that I burn helps me learn to let go. Page after page of my heart on display. These letter hearts play. These letters won't sing, but they're showing the way. Sometimes healing comes in flames, sometimes peace finds you through pain, and every mile marked and signed leads me closer to what's mine. Not your love, but something more, something I was looking for. These letters won't send, but they're sending me home. Each word that I burn helps me learn to let go. Page after page of my heart on display. These letters won't send, but I'm finding my way. Found his old truck today, sitting under dust and hay, rusting in the barn, like time left its mark. Coffee stained map tucked under the dash, his handwriting small, got my heart to fall. Every dent tells a tale, each scratch has its trail. In this steel and chrome, Daddy's spirit roams. Under the sea, notes warm and sweet, to Mama back home while he'd roam. Montana skies, Wyoming rise. Each mile he drove was for his hope. Every dent tells a tale, each scratch has its trail. In this steel and chrome, Daddy's spirit roams. Oh, oh, through the years, these gears still turn. Your lessons burn, fixing what's broke like mended hope. Each bolt I turn, more stories I learn. Your life on the road, the weight that you rode, now I understand. Your working man's hands, every dent tells a tale. Every dent, each scratch has its trail, has its trail. In this steel and chrome, Daddy's spirit roams. Oh, spirit roams. Oh, I've got grease on my hands and tools on the wall. Been fixing cars since I was standing small. Daddy's old shop with the rusty side, still helping folks get back on the line. Every broken engine's got a story to tell. Some folks break down, some ain't running well, but they all find their way to this garage door, looking for something worth waiting for. Every broken engine's got a story to tell. Sometimes the fixing takes more than what's under the shell. Every broken engine's got a tale of its own. Some folks just need help finding their way back home, finding their way back home. The young girl came in with tears in her eyes, college dreams and a car that wouldn't ride. Said, sir, I ain't got much, my name. I said, honey, we've all been there just the same. Every broken engine's got a story to tell. Fixed her car up, watched her spirit swell. Now she stops by whenever she's passing through. Says that breakdown was the best thing she knew. Every broken engine's got a story to tell. Sometimes the fixing takes more than what's under the shell. Every broken engine's got a tale of its own. Some folks just need help finding their way back home, finding their way back home. Every morning I unlock these doors, not for the money, but something more. 'Cause every broken engine's got a story to tell. Sometimes it's my story as well. Yeah, sometimes it's my story as well. Old man pulled up in a 62, said his wife and him drove it when it was new. Every broken engine's got a story to tell. We fixed it up, and man, you should have seen him yell. She runs just like the day we met. Some repairs heal more than metal, I bet. Every broken engine, every worn out part. Sometimes what needs fixing most is a heart. Every broken engine's got a story to tell. Sometimes the fixing takes more than what's under the shell. Every broken engine's got a tale of its own. Every broken engine's got a story to tell. Got a story to tell. Early morning on an empty stretch of road. Coffee's getting cold in a paper cup I hold. Something feels different in the air today. Like the window, I couldn't make myself stay. Been driving since the sun came up, watching miles roll away. My reflections got me thinking now about the price we pay. That man in my rearview mirror ain't who I used to be. One's holding on to yesterday, while the other's breaking free. Every mile marker passing by is changing what I see. That man in my rearview mirror is barely recognizing me. Old leather seats still hold the shape of who we were. 6 months of dust on the dashboard where her picture blurred. Radio's playing songs that used to mean something more. Now they're just static on this side of County 4. The white lines keep on rolling, past memories fade to gray. My reflections got me wondering if I should have made her stay. That man in my rearview mirror ain't who I used to be. The one's holding on to yesterday, while the other's breaking free. Every mile marker passing by is changing what I see. That man in my rearview mirror is barely recognizing me. Sometimes the hardest part of moving on is watching pieces of yourself disappear. But maybe that's exactly what we need when yesterday becomes too hard to bear. That man in my rearview mirror is someone new I see. No more holding on to yesterday, now both of us are free. Every mile marker passing by has changed what I can see. That man in my rearview mirror finally looks like me. "10,000 miles on these worn out tires, radio singing that same old song. Looking back at what I left behind, telling myself that I'm moving on. But every state line I cross tonight just reminds me of what went wrong. Baby, I know I can't outrun the truth when these wheels stop to roll. When these wheels stop rolling. white lines fade away. Each mile leads astray, till I finally understand what I've been running from. When these wheels stop rolling, I'll face what I've been holding inside this heavy heart of mine. When these wheels stop rolling, I know I'll find what I've been owing to you and to myself this time. Rest stop coffee and midnight calls that I never seem to make. Each town feels like the one before, but it's my heart I can't escape. Every trucker's got a story here about the life they had to break. Baby, I'm learning what they already knew. These wheels stop rolling. These wheels stop rolling. Oh, the dashboard lights grow dim. My chances wearing thin, till I finally see the truth of what I need to do. When these wheels stop rolling, I'll face what I've been holding inside this heavy heart of mine. When these wheels stop rolling, I know I'll find what I've been owing to you and to myself this time. Rolling, finally stop, I'm coming home to you. When these wheels stop rolling, I know these wheels stop rolling, our love will see us through. I've watched you both from my conductor's booth. Platform 6 at 2:15. Young love's first spark on a Tuesday morn. Her suitcase heavy, your heart brand new. Every day you'd wave as my train rolled in, and I'd smile knowing what was about to begin. That whistle's blown 30 years straight, but today it carries different weight. Through summer storms and winter snow, you'd both stand there, put on your show. Coffee cups and morning grins, sometimes running late, rushing in. I saw your first fight right there on track 3, and how you made up the next day with sweet tea. That whistle's blown 30 years straight, but today it carries different weight. Watch love grow, watch love fade. Light-a-dee, light it on. Some things change, some stay the same. This morning's different, platform's cold. One empty space where two grew old. Your flowers rest where she used to stand, while my train's rolling through this land. Reminds me of my Emily years ago, when cancer took her, left me so low. That whistle's blown day carries different weight. I pull that cord one more time. That whistle echoes down the line for both our loves, yours and mine. Empty coffee cups and an old map spread. Radio's playing but the words ain't said. 200 miles since I left our town. Turn signal blinking as the sun goes down. Every road sign shows me where to go, like little blessings falling down below. When my heart was lost without a clue, each arrow pointed straight to you. Straight to you. Rest stop tables and a morning prayer, watching truckers pass without a care. Found your message in a detour sign, said change direction, it'll all be fine. La la la, it'll be fine. Every road sign shows me where to go, like little blessings falling down below. When my heart was lost without a clue, each arrow pointed straight to you. Straight to you. Por la carretera solitaria encuentro paz en cada milla. Las señales son mi guía fiel, como estrellas en el amanecer. Oh, 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 oh. Every road sign shows me where to go, like little blessings falling down below. When my heart was lost without a clue, each arrow pointed straight to you. Each sign led me back to you. Mile marker 63 is where I finally felt free. Quarter past, cold coffee in my hand, your picture in my wallet, just another stranger in this land. Coffee cups and truckers' prayers, finding grace in strangers there. Coffee cups and truckers' prayers, finding grace in strangers there. Old man at the counter says time heals everything. Through his weathered smile, shows me his empty ring, and we share these coffee cups and truckers' prayers, finding grace in strangers there. en esta noche fría con mi café amargo, buscando paz y calma en este viaje largo, y compartimos coffee cups and truckers' prayers, finding grace in strangers there. Mary Lou, 30 years serving here, seen 1,000 broken hearts appear. Pours another round and says to me, honey, sit down, this one's for free. Coffee cups and truckers' prayers, finding grace in strangers there. Sunrise coming soon now, these kind souls drift away. But I'm not alone, no, no, not in this place where we share our coffee cups and truckers' prayers, finding grace in strangers there. Coffee cups and truckers' prayers, finding grace in strangers there. Coffee cups and truckers' prayers, finding grace. Coffee cups and truckers' prayers, finding grace right there. Boxes in your attic, dust on every shelf, old photographs and memories I keep here to myself. Found that brass compass, tarnished green with time. Never thought a broken needle could make these tears of mine. This old compass points to memories, not the way I should be going. But Grandpa knew the truth, you see. It leads to where the heart keeps growing. Down that winding back road, past the county line, following your bearing through the rain and shine. Every time I check it, needle draws me near to the places and the faces that I hold so dear. This old compass points to memories, not the way I should be going. But Grandpa knew the truth, you see. It leads to where the heart keeps growing. North ain't always forward, south won't bring you home. Sometimes what you're searching for is where you've always known. Standing in the driveway of that white farm gate, where you taught me about direction and to navigate. Grandpa, now I understand what you tried to say. True north's in the heart, it's there I'll stay. This old compass points to memories, not the way I should be going. But Grandpa knew the truth, you see. It leads to where the heart keeps growing. Where the heart keeps growing. Where the heart keeps growing. Montana rest stop late last night, cup of coffee, pen in hand. Another postcard I won't send, your name and address like a brand. Every state line's got a story, but they're all about you. Every state line's got a story, but they're all about you, all about you. Texas sunrise in my truck, wrote about the desert air, how the cactus made me laugh, just like when you used to care. Every state line's got a story, but they're all about you. Every state line's got a story, but they're all about you, all about you, all about you. Dear Marie from Tennessee, the mountains here remind me of that summer way back when, before the leaving and goodbye. Stack of cards in my glove box, each one tells the same old tale, a man who can't move forward, and letters he'll never mail. Wyoming winds are howling now, like my heart still calls your name. Another roadside memory, another postcard just the same. Every state line's got a story, but they're all about you. Every state line's got a story, but they're all about you, all about you, all about you. Dear Marie, all about you, all about you. Dear Marie, all about you. Six months on this endless interstate, coffee cups and static on the radio. Thought distance was the medicine I need, but every mile just brings me back to you. Your picture's still here on my dashboard, right where you placed it that day. Could have taken it down 1,000 times by now, but somehow it just has to stay. Oklahoma sunrise in my mirror, rain in Texas, wind in Tennessee. Different states, but the same old feeling. That small square of paper staring back at me. Your picture's still here on my dashboard, right where you placed it that day. Could have taken it down 1,000 times by now, but somehow it just has to stay. Sometimes I catch myself talking like you're riding shotgun still, and maybe that's why I keep it, 'cause letting go's harder than I'll admit. Every truck stop, coffee shop reminder of that morning when you said goodbye. Tried replacing memories with mine, but they ride along with me every time. Your picture's still here on my dashboard, right where you placed it that day. Could have taken it down 1,000 times by now, but somehow it just has to stay. Maybe tomorrow I'll be stronger, maybe tomorrow I'll drive on through, but tonight under these stars in Canton, that picture's all I've got left of you. Your picture's still here on the dashboard, right where you placed it that day. Could have taken it down 1,000 times by now, but somehow it just has to stay.